Welcome back to Mr. Paco's backyard gardening, man. Just came from the nursery and bought all that big bulk of compost. As you guys can see, man, I had bags and bags of it. Yeah, that was cool, man. So, no more big box store for me, man. No more buying in 2, 3 cubic feet anymore. For 18 bucks, man, I can get about 30 cubic feet. 30 cubic freaking feet. Go figure. Now what I'm doing right now, this thing is halfway filled of fish emulsion, and I use that quite a bit in my outside garden. As you guys can see, the water is a little milky, and that's coming because the fish emulsion on the inside. But yeah, my whole garden gets hit up with this, and I really love this fish emulsion, man. I'm telling you, guys got fish emulsion, use it. Anything from the sea, use it. Anything from the sea is good, man. It won't burn anything, It's very, very organic. And all the flowers are starting to pop too, so I'm probably going to go to the nursery and maybe grab some seeds and, go get busy with that. But I got a lot of seeds right now that I need to plant as well. And we have more potatoes over here, and some of them I believe are from last year. So I just wanted to water in the outside garden, make sure I got a deep soaking. We did have some rain last week. The last 2 days it's been a little overcast, but today's been a nice sunny day. Perfect day for some watering. I'm not going to add any fertilizers or anything like that. But yeah, that's about it, man. Just going to water it in with the fish emulsion. Everything's looking pretty good, especially the grapevines that are over here. All the grapevines grew in. When I left, it was just nothing but twigs over here. So that's growing in very, very nicely. And I think what I'm going to do is probably hit it up with some fertilizer for sure for the grapes. And then what I'm going to add to it, as soon as I see the flowers, I'm going to add it to bloom, and I'm going to add some honey to it this year. And let's see how those grapes come out. Okay, so the roses have been watered. The potatoes bed has been watered. All the beds now have been watered, including that lime and that lemon over there, dwarf lemon. But yeah, everything's soaked. What I like about this sprayer is it sprays only soft. So when you have some of the young plants like this, it won't hurt it. With the exception, unless you break it with a hose like I'm just doing right now. Damn it. I'm sorry about that. There'd be no damn it in my life. Okay, so these are all the chili peppers right here, and the marigolds that I bought and transferred from the six packs. And so I deadheaded a lot of the marigolds, so I'll get more popping. But we got some chili pepper over here, we got some tomatoes, and everything looks like it's popping, man. I got more sweet potato over there and some carrots. Some sweet peas over there. This is all blackberries. As you can see, the blackberries are coming up already. They're all popping up here. So what I'm going to do is fertilize these babies with some bloom newts. Probably some dry and some liquid. But here's the potatoes, man. They're just growing outrageous. I had a comment about putting, compost on the stems. So what I'm going to do, I guess, where that stem is right here, I'm just going to build that compost up about another 3 inches or so. I'll probably do that tomorrow. And then I did have a comment about my compost pile. Why is it so high? Well, I like to catch the water underneath, number one. And I like to put it over here because there's a lot of aeration. And so what I do is I mix it in here, let it decompose, so probably about 50%. Then what I do is I definitely throw it on the ground here, and this is where it gets finished into black gold. So yeah, that was a comment for my compost pile. So anyway, hopefully I cleared that up. That's why I have it high like that. That's just temporary. After about 50% if it gets decomposed about 50%, then it goes right here, and I finish it off right here and turns into black gold. Then of course it can go any place in the garden once that's done. Okay, so let's take a look at the second tier over here, because I'm gonna go get busy down there pretty soon, maybe tomorrow. I have some watermelon that I can already plant, and then the rest of my garden seeds I'm gonna start germinating them tomorrow. So the outside garden is cracking, real busy here. I got some other things going on also with my legal grow, and I'll be posting that on my test channel, and that's where I'm going to do all the legal grows from now. It's just going to be test channel, and that way I can definitely separate my outside backyard gardening versus the medical grow that I want to show people that they can do it at cost or even below cost, man. There's no reason to be sick and ill, and you can't eat, you don't have an appetite, or you're in pain, or I was diagnosed with lupus, and a couple of years back I was going to those places, but spent a little bit too much money, I think. A lot of the stuff they say is top shelf, and you guys know, if you guys go to your dispensaries, they're really not top shelf. Top shelf comes from you. You go ahead and you cultivate and you make a top shelf from whatever it is, whether it's a tomato, a fruit, a vegetable. I'm into making top shelf at low cost, and I think I'm pretty much doing that. So yeah, here's my potatoes, man. They're just really popping. So again, tomorrow I'm going to fill this up with some of that compost that I have over there. Some of that is ready. I'm just going to float about 3 more inches to the lower stems, and I think I'll be okay. And everything else is popping over here too. My lettuce is going really well. The carrots are doing really well. All the marigolds, like I said, I deadheaded them, and I can deadhead these too. But you deadhead these, and you'll get more blooms, on every single one. So I did a good drenching today. This one over here is my spinach over here, more lettuce. Looks like all my carrots are doing great. This is the asparagus, by the way. It says 24 inches, man. It looks way more like 48 inches. But anyway, it's all good. And then this is a perennial, so it'll come back every year. So I'll have asparagus every single year. Yeah, and let's take a look at these. This lemon is just fantastic. Look at this. I got this, and look at all these flowers. Just no matter where you look, it's just nothing but flowers. I mean, not just one or two, it's like clusters. And they actually give out a pretty nice aroma too. So this is doing really well. Got rid of some of that nasty curling leaves, like this one here was curling. I have another one I need to deal with in the back, but for now I think this one's okay. And this one over here is the lemon. That's the lime we were just taking a look at. And even the lime is just like clusters, just clusters of flowers, not just one or two. Seems like I'm just getting clusters. So very happy about that. In the last couple of years, it's been kind of weak over there. I think I got a few minutes. Why don't we take a look at the avocado tree? Oh yeah, look at these roses first. Nice and fresh, man. I'm gonna have to give this a systemic treatment, kind of like a weed and feed type deal, and that'll handle any aphids or anything else, because this is the time of year they come out, man. But a lot of new growth, even on my climber roses. Yeah, very new growth. So as soon as it starts flowering, see some mildew and stuff. But as soon as it starts flowering, like say for instance, this is one of the first roses. So once this pops up, I'm going to start fertilizing this. Now let's go ahead and take a look at the, oh yeah, the avocado. It's just like this, man. Look at these. Just clusters and clusters, man, of flowers. Not just a little bit. I'm talking just, no matter where I go with this camera, you guys are just going to see nothing but clusters, man, all over the place. Oh, look at that sun coming in. Looks probably pretty awesome right there. Wow. But anyway, just clusters all over, folks. So Mr. Parker's gonna have tons of avocados, so that's all good. That's about it for the outside garden. My plan for these here is put the strawberries in hanging baskets this year. I want them hanging, and I want the fruits hanging over, and so we can pick them as they hang over. I don't like this ground action over here, as you see. What happens, the strawberry lays down on the ground, gets rotten, and then you're done. So I'm going to adjust that. But everything else in Mr. Parker land, backyard garden, is cracking. So look at this canopy. Yeah, it's a little arc, man. It's coming out beautiful. Alright, so anyway, I'm going to head back. Look how many more bags I got, man. That last bag I filled up a whole trash can. And I still got 1, 2, 3. I actually got 4 more bags. And if you guys look, this is probably more than 3 cubic feet each. So did I get a deal for $18, man? I think I did. So I won't be going to the big box, like I said. Big box stores are out, man. Local nursery, buy in bulk. I'll add all my mycorrhizas and fertilizers to that. And I like it because it's neutral and it's compost. It's not soil. It's soilless. Yeah, I think we like that. So anyway, Mr. Parker's going to sign off now. You guys have a great afternoon. Thanks again for stopping by and supporting me. And remember now, I have a channel change. My backyard gardening is going to be just that, backyard gardening. You know, I do intermix sometimes my fertilizer with my medical grow, but that's okay. But I definitely want to keep it separated. I've been getting a lot of comments about families getting involved, you know, children and stuff, and you know, I think that's one of the major changes why I want to do that. Because if you do go on with your son or your daughter, and you guys want to come to Mr. Paca, you don't have to be worried about having something else on this channel. So I'm just going to have this channel focus on my backyard gardening, and then my test channel is where we'll have the DIY medical grow from Mr. Paca, showing you guys how to do it, you know, the lessons I've learned, methods and techniques, and keeping the costs way down, folks. Way down. Not just down, but way down. So signing off right now. You guys have a great afternoon. Mr. Paca signing off. Peace. See ya.